Hello, my name is Andrew with PAC Radio, and we are a two-way radio shop based out of Los Angeles, California. And today I wanted to answer a question that we consistently get, and that is whether or not you should buy discontinued Motorola two-way radios. So as you can see on the screen here, I've got the CP200 and the XPR 6550 on the outside, and then I've got the CP200D and the XPR 7550 on the inside. So the two radios on the outside here are the discontinued ones, and the two on the inside are their replacements, if you will, and those are the ones that are currently in production. So when it comes to items being discontinued, a lot of times people correlate that with they were discontinued for a bad reason, or they were discontinued because the radios weren't good, but in this case that is not the reason why they were discontinued. The CP200 and XPR 6550 were only discontinued because their replacements had come out, and Motorola typically only likes to have one model or one generation of that radio in production. So again, that is the only reason why those radios were discontinued. Now the next question we commonly get about discontinued two-way radios is their service. Now if you buy discontinued two-way radios from PAC Radio, there is a standard 30-day return policy, and you can purchase additional warranties and repair policies if you wish. PAC Radio does also currently and will continue to carry replacement parts for these radios, so even though they are discontinued, we still will be able to repair them and provide any necessary replacement hardware. As for any radio that is currently in production with Motorola, they all obviously come with a standard 2-year warranty when purchased new, and any repairs that need to be made on radios that are currently in production will be made by Motorola as long as they are within the warranty. The next question we get with these discontinued radios is software. So when it comes to software and discontinued radios, there are a few exceptions. However, for the most part, once the radio is discontinued, that is when Motorola stops putting out software updates for that radio. And unless there is a bug that is found with the software, which is very rare, essentially the discontinued radios will no longer get software updates. This means that if you buy a discontinued radio, the features on that radio are the features that will stay with that radio till the end of its life. Now with radios that are currently in production, software updates are being put out consistently, and many times these software updates do enable new features. So if you have a radio system which is consistently implementing new software and new applications, I would suggest going with the radios that are currently being supported by Motorola. And now the final question that we get when it comes to these discontinued radios are the accessories, the batteries, chargers, and all that good stuff. Now Motorola actually did a really good job at maintaining interoperability between the discontinued radios and the in-production radios. So as you can see, the CP200 and the CP200D can both actually use the same battery. The batteries are interchangeable, and the chargers are obviously the same for both of them as well. The belt clips and antennas also stay the same for both radios throughout the new and old generation. And as you can see here, the accessory port for the CP200 is also the same accessory port used on the CP200D. So if you've invested a lot of money in accessories for your CP200, then upgrading to the CP200D, you can reuse those old accessories. Same thing goes for the 7550 and the 6550 radios. Both accessory ports are the same, and if you do choose to upgrade your radios, you do have the option of keeping your old accessories. As for the batteries, belt clips, and antennas on the 6550 and 7550, those are different and they won't work with each other, so you do need to change them out. However, chargers still do stay the same, so if you have invested a lot of money into chargers, those will work with both generation radios. So overall, I would suggest discontinued radios as they are a great value, and for most users who don't need the latest and greatest software applications, they are the perfect way to go. The only discontinued Motorola radio that I would not suggest would be the HT series, and the only reason I am advising against the HT series is because none of the accessories that come with the HT series and none of the chargers or batteries are compatible with any of the newer model radios. So essentially, if you buy an HT series radio or if you get an HT series fleet, you are locked into that, and if you want to replace your radios, you're going to have to replace everything. So unlike the CP200 series or the XPR series, Motorola decided against continuing the HT series, which is something you should definitely keep in mind when you're buying that radio. So those were some common questions we get asked when purchasing discontinued two-way radios. I hope this video was able to help you, and if you have any other questions, feel free to contact us through our website. The link will be in the description below.